You ever see a piece of trash on the ground or, some kind of hazard and just wish you could snap your fingers and do something about it? Well, today, we're going to look at CleanApp. It's this really cool solution that takes that exact feeling and turns it into real-world action, tackling the massive global problem of waste. All right, so here's the game plan. First, we'll get our heads around the size of the problem we're talking about, and it is huge. Then we'll see how cleanup turns a chore into something kind of fun. We'll walk through how it all works, look at the big picture vision, and then check out the amazing results it's already getting. Okay, so let's start with the problem itself. Because really, before you can appreciate the solution, you've got to understand the massive, and I mean massive, hidden cost of all the stuff we tend to ignore. It all kicks off with a feeling I bet we've all had. You're just walking down the street, you see a spill, maybe some cracked pavement, or just trash, and you get that little pang of frustration. You think, man, someone should really fix that. But who is that someone? And how would you even tell them? That feeling, right there, that's where this all begins. Now, let's put a number on that feeling. A really, really big one. Globally, property operators waste over 700 times billion dollars every single year. This is on things like extra maintenance and, this is the big one, legal liability. So it's not just about things looking messy, it's a ridiculous financial drain. And look, this liability thing is no joke. Check out this headline. A man won a $7.5 million lawsuit against Starbucks, all because of a slip and fall. The court decided the company was negligent. It's just a crazy reminder that one tiny ignored hazard can lead to absolutely devastating consequences for people and for a company's wallet. So you've got this enormous, super expensive problem. Where do you even start? Well, this is where CleanApp's big idea comes in. And honestly, it's brilliant. You turn cleaning up the world into a game. The magic word here is gamification. You add rewards, points, a sense of leveling up, all to the act of reporting problems. It basically taps into our human nature. We love to play, we love to compete. It makes doing a good thing feel like a good thing and gets thousands of people to actually want to participate. And that's exactly what it feels like to a user. Just a game on your phone. You see a problem, you snap a photo, upload it, and boom, you get rewarded for making the map better and sharing some really valuable data. It's a simple and honestly kind of addictive loop. Now what this does is create this incredible network effect. All these people playing the game come together to form what they call a decentralized custodian network. It sounds complicated, but just think of it as a huge community-powered cleanup crew. Suddenly, everyone is a custodian for their own neighborhood. The responsibility shifts from some faceless someone to literally everyone. Okay, so how does this really work day to day? Like, how does a photo on your phone actually get a problem fixed in the real world? It all boils down to this really simple but powerful cycle. It's a super clean three-step loop. 1. You, the user, find something and report it with a picture. 2. The system's AI crunches all that data, finds patterns, and identifies hotspots. And 3. That info gets sent to responders, people, and even robots, who are then sent out to fix the issue. Report, review, respond. Simple. For property owners, this is a total game changer. I mean, think about it. Before, a big place like a mall or an airport had maybe a small team of custodians trying to cover a huge area. Now, with CleanApp, they can instantly tap into a network of hundreds, maybe thousands of CleanAppers, just everyday people who are now their eyes and ears, spotting problems way faster than they ever could before. But the real power here, the thing that gets really exciting, is how big this idea can get. This isn't just about cleaning up a single park. The vision is, well, it's global. And it all starts at the micro level. I'm talking one person reporting one small thing that's out of place, like a single cigarette butt. It's the kind of thing that's easy to miss, right? But when you collect thousands of those little data points, it starts to paint a much bigger picture. Because once you have all those people reporting all those little details, the data just explodes. It scales up to cover entire commercial properties, factories, big retail stores, hotels, basically mapping out what they need to fix in real time. And from there, the ambition is literally global. The exact same system that can map a single piece of litter can be scaled up to map huge illegal dump sites, and maybe even help coordinate the response to massive environmental disasters like oil spills. The potential is just, it's enormous. Okay, so this all sounds amazing in theory, right? But this isn't just some idea on a whiteboard. Cleanup is already out in the real world, making a real impact. And the proof, as they say, is in the data. So who's actually using this? Well, it's a really interesting mix. About half the target customers are in retail and hospitality. We're talking giants like Walmart and Hilton. Another chunk is smart cities and airports. And then the last piece is major tech firms, like the big mapping companies, who want this real-world data to make their own services better. And just look at this. This right here is the CleanApp dashboard from a pilot program they did with the government of Montenegro. Yeah, they mapped the entire country using the app to find and track waste. This isn't some future plan. It's a national-level proof of concept that they've already pulled off. It's pretty incredible. And the user numbers, well, they really speak for themselves. We're talking over 750,000 installs, more than 65,000 people using it every month. Plus, with huge partnerships with places like New York City on the horizon, yeah, this thing is definitely catching on. Which brings us to the final and maybe most important idea, and I think this quote just nails it. The most valuable maps are the ones you have a hand in drawing. See, cleanup isn't just about cleaning the world. It's about changing our relationship to it. It gives every single one of us the power to help map, maintain, and improve our own communities, which really only leaves one question. What part of the map are you going to help draw?